Alicia, but I go by Lee, and we're going to get into my closet organization. I honestly feel like I have finished my closet, well, almost, outside of the little bit of organization that we're going to do in this video. And I'm going to be organizing my closet using the Cricut Explore 3, and I'm super excited about this because I feel like my closet has finally come together. Let me show you a quick before of my closet. So we are currently in my closet, and right now it looks a mess. There's pretty much things everywhere. There's things on the floor. I mean, you name it, it is extremely unorganized at the moment. However, everything is going to come together because I'm about to start labeling every single drawer and set so that every piece of my clothing has a home. So this will transform from unorganized to one of the most aesthetic closets. So my main issue is and was that I couldn't keep the space organized because I didn't actually have a system for closet organization. I was just kind of like putting stuff wherever I could fit it. But now, today, we're going to organize my closet to the T using my Cricut so that everything in my closet has a home and I know exactly where it goes. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to question. Every single thing has a spot. So I'm going to be making and applying some labels with my Cricut to go directly on my furniture so that I know where everything goes and so that I can actually maintain this organization system over time and I don't have to think like, where is this? Where's that? Where should I put this? Where should I put that? So I won't end up like stuffing stuff in random places just to get it out of the way. So let's get into the Cricut and making these labels so that you guys can see the full closet reveal and organization tips and tricks. Let's get started. Did I forget to mention that Cricut is a smart cutting machine that allows you to make personalized products with over 100 different materials. It works with the design space that comes free with your machine. And the design space is where you actually design your products, or you can browse from their thousands of templates, images, fonts, so forth and so on. Once you've created your design in Design Space, it will send it to your Cricut machine that will do all of the cutting. So I have my Cricut hooked up to my computer. You can literally just use the USB or you can actually Bluetooth it, but this is really easy. And you can use your Cricut Explore with a tablet, a phone, or a laptop/computer. And this is what this slot is for. So for example, if I had my phone, I could set it here, or my tablet, I could set it here. There's also all of these cool like little trays underneath where you can use it for like extra storage, like extra blades, because the Cricut Explore 3 is it's a cutting machine. So any extra tools that you may need or want to use, you can definitely store them in the extra compartments on the machine. So with my laptop, I am actually going to go into my Cricut Design Space. And I am going to start a new project because I'm doing labels for my closet to organize it. And so I want my labels to be extremely streamlined, very modern, very straight to the point. So I wrote out a list of the labels that I need and kind of like the size that I want them to be depending on what piece of furniture I'm going to put the labels on. I'm going to look through the templates because the Design Space has like literally thousands of templates that make this process just so easy. So I'll go into templates and then I can choose like my canvas type and I can basically search based on categories. So I'm literally just going to type in labels. I just feel like the designs are endless because it is a cutting machine. So I love these spice jar labels just because the font is like really streamlined. So I'm going to choose these labels and I'll press customize because I definitely need to change it because these are for spice jars, but I want to use it essentially as a template to design my shelving units. For some of them, I'm going to delete a few because they have double layers. And I'll just work with the ones that don't. In the design space, what they have is like inch marking, so you'll know how big the label is going to be, but you can also do the font size. Alright, so those labels are done, and these are for my smaller drawers. Now I'm going to actually duplicate this, and I will drag it over just on the other side so that I know how big it is. I'm going to make it larger so that I know that it's more than 2 inches. We're going to go for like 2.5. So on my design space, I'm actually going to press make it. And what's cool about this particular design space is it actually walks you through the steps. So it's very user friendly. So you shouldn't get like confused on how to make things or how not to make them. And I'm going to go without the matte because I'm actually using Cricut Smart Materials. Okay, so this is basically how the Cricut Smart Materials come. I'm going to use a smart vinyl. I turn my machine on. There's literally a power button. And this screen comes up where you can review your artwork and basically move it around. So I'm going to move some of it around so that it's not as close. Okay, now we get into the nitty gritty. So I'll press continue. Right now on Cricut, the loading button is blinking, and that means that the machine is ready to load. So I'm going to put the vinyl in and press load. And once it's ready, or once it's measured it and it knows that it's enough paper, all I have to do is press the play button, which is go. We're ready to cut. And now it's cutting. And you can literally see that it's cut out all of my labels. Okay, now with some transfer tape, I'm literally going to cut it. Basically, it's just so that it actually covers the label. Just peel off the excess vinyl. So when you peel it, it should literally peel off. And then with my weeding tool, basically all this does is it takes off any excess vinyl that you don't need. So for example, like in the middle of the O, I'm going to take a bit of transfer tape that I've cut and I'm going to separate it from the backing and then apply it directly on top of my label. I like to use this little tool from Cricut to like smooth it and get out any air bubbles. All of my labels are done. We're going to go ahead and apply them. With the label that I have, I'm going to peel it off starting from the back. And I really just want to make sure it's picked up all of the letters. So I'm going to stick this and then press it. And then once I take off the transfer tape, the letters are stuck. We have a label. My sunglasses live here, and of course I have my full built-in that is now literally fully organized. Everything has a home, everything has a space, and what's best about it is that all of my tops and every single drawer is labeled so that I know exactly where everything goes and where to put it back. I don't have to think twice about it. My basics, my athleisure, my corsets, because I have that many of them, and pants. Here are like my fancier or my nicer jeans and pants, flats. In the middle, I've basically built in this sneaker island that has quite a few spaces open so that I can add to it. And then, of course, I have my other built-in display with heels, sneakers, bags. And then this is the side that was never incomplete until today. So now everything is organized. I added a new set of drawers for loungewear and knits. So in my lounge drawer, I literally have all of my sweatpants, sweatshirts. And because it's labeled, I know exactly where everything goes and where to put it back. And then, of course, up top in the bins, I have cover-ups, swimwear. I have 2 bins that are empty. And then I have additional bags in this bin. And what I think I'm going to do is actually get 5 more of these bins and double stack them to the roof so that I have even more storage. And as I add to my closet, I can use my Cricut Explore 3 to customize it and keep everything organized. Now this set is actually where I have my makeup and beauty, but because I'm going to downsize this, I'm not going to add labels to it just yet, but I think that I'm going to use my Cricut also and do icon labels for this area instead of actual words. End of the closet to basically store more camera equipment so that it's out of the way but it's easily accessible. And then these drawers just open so easily. More sneakers. I have all of my blazers and light jackets. So this is basically like my year-round jackets. I have shorts and mini skirts. My regular denim. So this isn't like my custom denim or anything. This is literally just my everyday plain denim. And then my longer skirts. As you can tell, I don't have very many. And then here is the rest of my camera equipment. And in the Supreme toolbox, I have like more lenses and other camera equipment. And of course, extra hangers. And then the last thing is right underneath the window, I actually have my makeup area, a couple of plants, because what is life without plants? And here is a full-length mirror. So loves, that is it. Thank you so much for watching today's closet organization tour before and after using my Cricut Explore 3. I hope that you guys enjoyed this and definitely learned so much more about Cricut. I'm going to leave all of the information about Cricut listed in the description bar below if you're interested. Thank you to Cricut for sponsoring today's video. I love you guys and I will see you in the next one. Bye.